I'm guessing. I didn't think about this yesterday, y'all. Um, Yesterday when I had my D baby, Taurus called me and said, I was gonna have to go pick up my daughter from school, and Taurus called me and he said, just tell Kayla to come over there, and she'll sit with the child or whatever, while you go get Nugget or whatever. So I'm like, I just thought it was kind of weird or whatever because I could have just took her. Because I guess it could have been like a set. I don't know. It could have been something because he was using the car that got the car seat in it, and so I didn't have a car seat, so it would have been not good for me to take her. But I think this just be weird shit, man. It just be like miscellaneous things that be happening like it's lined up. And so I left. I went to the food. I went to pick up my daughter. I went to the food place. I came back. I mean, while I was at the food place, I told y'all they was playing around with my money. I'm like, can somebody get so I can hurry up and get this stuff? I need to get back to the house. I got the D baby there with, my one of my twins or whatever. I need to get back. And I had to sit there and wait for two people, my other twin and my Taurus, to send what they wanted me to get them, right? So when I was talking to my daughter, I was sitting there. I noticed that she was still at the mall, and she said, "Oh, I'll be there in like an hour or something like this." But by the time I came back home, see, this is that kidnapping shit that my mom did to me and my sister. This is the same thing. When she came up here, it was not her turn yet. We were supposed to be with my dad, and she took us back to Texas. She took us back to Texas, and then I think she could have did this with one of my oldest daughter when I let her go with her one time because of the issue, because of that, and I know it's an energy on her, okay. And so one time she got me to say, okay, you could take my daughter for a day to go visit your family, but blah 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 blah. They could have took the oldest one and swapped her out then, but right now there would be no way for me to come from this restaurant to the crib and pull up. There's no reason why my daughter should have been saying. I had to think about this because I feel like somebody tried to spin me real quick. So I couldn't be kind of like sure about this. So I pull up and then the daughter's leaving and I'm like, what's up? Where's Yanni or whatever? And she's like, oh. She was like, yeah, remember I told y'all, she said, your mom came or whatever like this. But she was like, yeah, but she just left. Nene came or whatever. She just left or whatever. Like Yanni just left with Nene. And I didn't think about it until now. How the fuck was Nene probably at Gurney Mills or something like this and get all the way back over here? Unless she was at this mall over here. You know what I'm saying? But I was thinking, did they do something? Because then I snuck and Taurus's phone was sitting there, and I don't never really look at his phone, but I was just playing with him. I was just doing like this on the phone or whatever, just see if he would act crazy. And then I went through, and I'm like, Dad, did you talk to my? I asked him, did you talk to my mom? And he said, no, like this, that. But right before I talked to my KK, my twin, that was here at the house, my mom called him and called my mom called him and KK called him. So I'm like, that's strange. If you say you don't, what is you doing? So I'm wondering, because these people could be, like I said, alien or witches or devils or something like this, and they could be on one accord. So I'm wondering, did they do a swap? Because I don't know now. I just was like, oh, Nene came. I didn't think to call Nene like, oh, let me look at Yanni. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think to say she's a young mother. She's frustrated. Y'all heard the little outburst the other day on the phone. So this is somebody trying to play this shit probably with these Coles, right? They trying to play this shit with the people with these last name Cole. Um, and they want to send abusive energy here, okay? They want to send abusive energies, like somebody that's gonna raise their hand to somebody. I'm seeing those 8 of Wands with fire at the tip coming towards somebody. All right, so they could have took somebody out of the equation and then they left the hot coals, which are tempered people. This would be like, we look at somebody like J. Cole as like a low key energy or something like this, right? But really underneath, I wonder. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm saying this because this is the last name of the boy or the baby daddy. So there have to be some connection with the Cole and the Cole men's down the line somewhere. Okay? It have to be. It would have to be. That's strange even for your mama to last name to be Coleman, and then for your baby daddy last name to be Cole. You know what I'm saying? That's, I mean, your dad's name to be Cole. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? There's some kinship somewhere down the line or something like this possibly, right? So I'm like, okay, hold on. They might be doing this because of something about they may be doing something about this because maybe there is royalty on both sides of a family or something. But the point is that if I'm a Windsor kid, that means that actively right now, if I have not given up my throne or I have not given up my birthright, nobody can take that from me right now. They would have to probably even take my life. They could not take that from me. Even though if I was one of these ripped out children, like what I'm explaining to y'all on this channel, if I was one of these ripped out children that was ripped away from a queen or something like this and displaced in the hood or displaced with a family or something this time, or be put in hiding, whatever the fuck this is, that means I'm the last real one. That these people are possibly imposters here, and that this family is trying to bogart these people out the way to move themselves into royalty, but they're gonna use my D baby. They're gonna try to skip over me in the line of succession and use my D baby, talking about it's on both sides. But that don't even make no sense. I only had to be on one side. I only had to come from the womb of a Queen Elizabeth or a Queen Elizabeth, right? Her mother or her. So that will outrun. And even if I did, even if it was the mother, the senior, then that means that would still outrun. That would outrun even Elizabeth. Like, who's to say that this child wasn't supposed to be the child that was supposed to be the one that was looked at as the queen or the king? So there's something weird going on here, and we got the Queen of Swords here. So I don't know what these are. We are living amongst times where these strange beings are moving. They are moving up in the little ladder or whatever this is. They're not afraid anymore. They've joined forces with the so-called higher ups or exalted ones and the lower ones. I don't know why they're acting like, oh, we don't want to be in fear and hide. Well, you're still hiding. I'm talking about the shit and you're mad at me, but you're still hiding. But nobody said you was in fear. But obviously you guys have been not able to raise to a certain level, possibly because you have been using your gifts to restrain other people that may not be as strong as you, or may not be as practiced or well gifted, or some of these people could have been putting binding rituals on the chosen ones. They could see our light already. So there could be this energy where we're talking about this African girl that goes around and look at the men that have wealth on their forehead, and she consumes them or sleeps with them, right? Okay. So I feel like somebody's saying something about the ugly friend syndrome, but you know what I'm saying? It's almost like this person went around sopping up all my energies, fucking messing around with everybody that I was messing with, also having their own, people that they mess with. It's something like, and then you harvest it off of me, so you can't be gifted. You're gonna have to get beneath me. Okay? This is somebody that may even be cleaved on or something, try to do some sneaky shit. Forcibly attach themselves, breaking all the rules. They know that they may be the highest witch or the most powerful one because of all the energy and the men that they've been able to compromise, right? These could be even men that's supposed to be watching over me. So this might be somebody that got good head, but they box ain't good as yours. So they trying to do shit to genitally mutilate you because they know that this person is always going to be kind of tethering between them, they head, and your box. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't know, it's something weird like this. Because we talking about energy transfer or Hyoka or other skin crawler or skin walker energies here. We talking about skin walkers or skin crawlers here. But the thing is, how if your last boost was to try to consume me or eat me alive, that was the wrong move. You understand? You're gonna either have to get beneath me, you can't get with me, or something like this. So somebody has to come out on this bitch feeling like they at the top. This is somebody that spent 24 hours waking day worried about what Shalonda doing. I don't know shit. I gotta really go by true faith and fucking sight around this bitch. That's all I got. You see what I'm saying? In my communing with source, that's all I got. And these people are even in the way of that, trying to get in my head and think what I'm praying about and shit like this. So you can't convince me that this, even if this friend, I feel like this is a past of pretty people or something like this, because I was just watching this thing about what it was like to grow up as the ugly friend. But I don't necessarily think that I'm ugly. I just don't think that I think that we're talking about a brown skinned girl that, when I put myself together, I look pretty good. I feel like I look decent. Like my skin ain't bad. I'm not nasty on the inside. I'm not an ugly person on the inside. I'm not a horrible person. I don't have to crunch people or step on people to get to the top. I will expose your ass to put you down where you belong if you in my fucking way, right? But I'm not an ugly person. So it depends on what beauty is to you, okay? But I just think that it's always because when the crowd that me and my BFF hung around was so-called black people and maybe Puerto Ricans or something like this, but mainly black people. She was around mainly black people, right? Even though she was Mexican. I just think that it was a difference in the fact that she was a Mexican girl with long hair and, pretty lips and stuff like this or whatever. And I just feel like it's not like I didn't never feel inferiorly ugly around her. I didn't never feel like that. Like I was a little juicy or whatever. I never felt inferior to anyone. Maybe I would judge myself or something at some point in time throughout my life being chubbier. But I never thought I was uglier than these bitches. I mean, it might have just been me in denial or something. I don't know. But I just never thought that. Okay. But I think it was more so that this was like a new flavor. But little do they know that this energy could have been, that's the person that brought you into the black hole. That's the person that siphoned your energy. That's the person that tricked you from being in my energy to get healing. That's the person that did this. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, where we cut the shit is, okay, somebody is holy and somebody is lowly. Okay? And so what? So you could be the winner, but you still gonna be lowly and I'm still gonna be holy. You know what I'm saying? You still cheated and I still didn't. You know what I'm saying? You used your looks or something like this and I didn't have to do that. You see? So it's something like this that's going on. Yeah, and that's the silly men in the neighborhood or in the town that if they were supposed to come towards me and they said, "Nah, her Mexican friend look better," whatever, because men have always looked at my body parts, right? Like it's this one dude named Crawford that she used to talk to, and he was shocked to see that we was friends. Like he was from the southern part of the city or whatever, like from the south side part of the city, and um, they start talking or whatever like this. And then I remember this because I was it made me feel some kind of way. He was like, "Oh man," he was like, "Yeah," he was like, "You don't remember me or whatever, and you don't remember this person and that person and that person," and I'm like, "Okay, I do remember them people." He's like, "Girl, you don't know something like this. All these boys used to talk about you or something like this." I think he said something about like wet dreams, and he was like, "Yeah, Shalonda, the one with the big titties." So you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been always like maybe a walking body or something to these people. Like I said, to my own people, to my own I mean, maybe they're not my people, but I don't know. To dark skinned people, I've always been harmed or harassed or treated like I don't belong, right? So, or boys would like, they didn't ask me out or something, but they wanted to touch me or do something with me or whatever like this, right? So I think it's more of an energy thing. I don't think I think all that wrapped up in one, and that somebody, it was a witch. And that's just it. And somebody used other people to gain some type of heightened sense of authority or spirituality or something like that. And I didn't. I also been able to, I think, get over hurdles after being 100% blinded by many witches in the family and everything, right? So this is something that people could wake up to like in their 20s or something like this, and I'm way over here allegedly in my 40s, just now awakening like a fucking Sleeping Beauty. So I'm not really judging, but going back and forth with who, what. I feel like I feel like for another person to choose this person, it would be them saying defeat, but trying to hold their head up like try to hold their head up like that's not what it is. That's what I feel. Okay. I do feel like this. This is some like color purple energy to a certain extent. All right. But we have a Queen of Swords. There might be some snakes out there, and you might have to prove yourself, not on purpose, but it may be something you saying or you doing that prove that you a snake that can eat up all the rest of these little snakes in one gulp. You understand? So I don't know what somebody's saying. I'm lost for the cause, but I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care. I mean, I've been talking about something. I feel like this is serious stuff, right? I feel like if I'm saying this out loud, it may be able to be caught up on some type of radar or something like this. Because it is it's possible if they have a clone already and they already been gang stalking. Can I say it's impossible that they didn't just swap that baby out yesterday, and they just did it real smooth and quick like that? Did somebody recently get married? Because I told you somebody's here for a court, a wedding, or a funeral or something here. Okay, they're not saying nothing, but that's what it is. Okay, yeah. Somebody and I said, okay, somebody could have been recording everything I do, but this friend could have been, and they try to use this later on for saying that somebody is a whore, but this friend could have slept with, remember last night I said this friend could have slept with more people than you or me or whatever this is. And we got Idaho here. So somebody is saying that somebody is the hoe, like, or they the hoe or something like this, okay? But see, that's what I said. Somebody's lifestyle fits that more. Abusive boyfriend, something, something, the struggle or something possibly. That could be something. But then me being blinded and having all my shit stolen from me and finding out that all my friends and family were fake and that they was raping and pillaging me my whole life. Even if my husband paid the bills, because people say, girl, you so lucky you get to stay home and he paid the bills. Bitch, it would seem luckier to me for somebody. I mean, it ain't like a get to. I had to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like y'all got it better that y'all could be in control of your own fucking money. And you don't got to ask nobody for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And anybody can change anything at once. It's just, what your life path is here. So, again, somebody could be saying that data hole or something like this. I don't know. Okay? And they want to close the door. This person is really going to push on this, try to overpower, act like I need to bow down to them or they are the god or something like this. Now, they could have cloned this. They could have cloned this feminine energy and brought one back like a masculine, and that's who's trying to hover. That's who was slithering around me or trying to entice me or try to pull me in as a twin or something like this. But I feel like this is a lover of herself. I feel like they cloned this girl, made it a man that would be very attracted to me or in the likeness of what my father created, what I feel me and my father created for me, right? That person could already be dead or something, and that's where this abundance is coming from. And so they went ahead and spliced something else that's between my person and this woman and brought that back. And this is what somebody was planning on doing, is having this person just be a lover of itself or I said itself or his self or herself. But they needed to play mind games with me and my energy, and all this other shit in order to try to allow this. But I'm still feeling like I'm knowing, like, nah, this is all an illusion. Y'all playing. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have did it that way if this is how it was. Nah, y'all, you already gave it up. You already gave it up. You already gave it up. Somebody is kind of fake and snaky. I don't even want to say it's fake. Somebody is just wish-washy and snaky. Somebody is just in it to win it or something. If you coming against me, it's not going to happen, sweetie. We got the rectangle here in the reverse. There might be death or something like this. Somebody might be wanting to pick two pieces of sandwich or whatever like this, or having two something, but or the door is closed. So you're gonna let me have two, or the door is closed, and I'm gonna put your ass on the other side of that door. All right? Because I feel like somebody thought that by trying to outrun you or me or somebody else with sexual behavior, that was gonna be it. But somebody is a fountain and somebody is not. Somebody stuck to the course and somebody left off. Even if somebody is trying to say they're a fountain, then why did you have to sneak and do it the way that you was doing it here? You see what I'm saying? The devil always trying to do something with God doing. So this is an entity or something that stuck to this person. It probably couldn't get to me because my purity, okay? They tried to make it out, like try to record every session I had with a man or something to try to make it seem like somebody a hoe. But they didn't record this person. They could have slept with more. And then they actually let this other person win, right? When they tried to, they tried to dirty what somebody else was doing, but God made somebody a fountain, and these people created these fountains with science to bully the real fountains that God created. You already lost. You already lost. So it made me think about the Trinity energy or something like this, right? Because I already know, these people already know within the past 2 or 3 years, these motherfuckers came up with this plan to try to put this feminine energy there because somebody is eager to please. Even if a motherfucker don't, that's why I say it's different from a female that performs with her man or her person or her partner that she's with because she into it. There's a mutual feeling there, and it's somebody that's just performing for accolades or something, or they want to be looked at as like a Melissa Ford or somebody that give them, like, what are you doing? Especially on some niggas that don't deserve it. You understand what I'm saying? Some niggas that ran you down or did something dirty to your family or something like this. You look stupid. You look stupid. Like I said, you could be, you'll notice a difference, like with people, when you perform, when you with your partner or something like this, if y'all mad at each other, or if y'all done just got it, y'all might end up having some makeup sex, but sometimes it could be explosive. But I feel like those are mentally ill people, because there's no way that I'm like unsure about something, or I'm picked it up on something in the past 24 hours, and I want to engage with you like that and give you all I got. That is demonic. That wouldn't even be, that's not even, and that's what I mean by things that are unclean. That's an unclean mind. Why are you doing that? That's mentally, I don't know, it seemed like it would be mentally ill here. Naturally it would be like, you mad and I'm mad, you know what I'm saying? I did you wrong, you did me wrong. It takes a little bit of moving back up to that something. But if these people operate on hurting each other and then sleeping with each other, I'm just saying that just seemed like a problem to me. And I'm not judging the people, I'm just saying the circumstances or the construct that you have is just seem a little strange. It seemed like it is enabling for people with toxic or something behaviors. Okay, these are probably people that are normally probably not as outgoing, but they force themselves to be looked at in a certain light so that they can win a contest. Like, this is somebody that was born to compete with you when you thought you were really friends with this person, or this person was born or placed in your life as your mother, but the whole time this mother was in competition with you. That was not your mother. It was something in the likeness of your mother, or it could have been she was calling herself your mother or whatever, but it was not. It was not. Yeah, so we have in here. And these people, they will not know the truth about whatever, because they're not going to get it from these people. While they put themselves and get themselves adjusted into positions, they're not going to get it. You can't this information we talk about right here. You can't read this in no book. You can't steal this from nobody. Nothing like this. It's only going to be one person that's going to spring out the garden talking this shit right here freely. You see what I'm saying? So somebody might be trying to let you into something here. I don't know. Because I'll tell you one thing, God ain't looking at these masculines, even the celebrities ain't looking at these girls for what they look like. I'll guarantee that. Okay? All right. Even the celebrities that have these little, these little vassals that they have under their little wing, they not looking at looks. They not. All right? So somebody's getting into something here, or this is something like grocery store, or I don't know, something about some, I don't know, it kind of look like a simulation or something like this. I'm not sure. All right. And then we have Guy Smiley here. Okay. I don't know why I told y'all this is my Tucker Carlson card, but I also know that might be not the Scorpio, but I don't know what I call him. I don't know what I would call him. I don't know what sign I could. Could be Gemini, actually. Could be Gemini. Because I never see the Gemini in this person. Could be Gemini. And we got this energy here, John Law. So somebody sat back for a while, man. Somebody could have also worked with this John energy, you know what I'm saying, until they could get enough on this John energy. Somebody wanted to be able to blame this or put this on this John energy, because this masculine energy could be this John energy too, okay? Like I said, somebody wear like a little tie and shit like this or something once in a while. And we got the star energy here, okay? So this, somebody could be, I'm hearing maniac. I think they used to be a group, a gang or something when I was growing up. And I think they wore light blue, all right? But this could be about manic or people with manic something. These people are not going to be stars for long. Just put it like that. I don't even think some of these people are Aquariuses. They just using somebody else's birthday. We have the umbrella here, okay? Or some rain is coming down or something. Can you stand the rain? Okay, so D could have took down this John, Satan fighting against Satan. So somebody won. Somebody fought somebody and they took somebody down here. But they could have worked with this person and learned their ways for a long time. Somebody does put themselves out there, but I'm just saying, when it comes to God, you're going to have to sit your ass down if that's what you're doing. Yeah, somebody used their look or their debonair, I said John Juan. You see, that's what I said. Whoever this is, we're working with this energy. This is Don Juan energy. And I do think that there's a real love-hate situation, but I feel like this person is materialistic, or they are invested in looking at like people's looks or something like this, right? Like somebody's like, okay, the pretty one and the other one, the pretty one better come up with something. But I'm telling you, somebody's working on beauty magic. Beauty magic could also be if you are a multi-dimensional energy. Anytime these people could come swap you out, and there might be an uglier one of you. I'm just saying, okay, that they have stored away somewhere in some facility or something. I'm just telling you the truth, okay? And so somebody may be trying to make me stay on earth as the ugly one, okay? One of my uglier versions of myself, okay? Um, right now. They may be preserving the prettiest one. You see, some shit like that. Yeah, how you get to Sesame Street. So that's what I'm saying. Somebody is preserving the prettier one or something like this. I don't know, y'all. So, a way back home or to walk home or something. Okay, so I don't know. Like I said, and like I said, this could be this like it's something about your energy or something about my energy or whatever this is that this person. I don't know what this problem of this person is. I don't know. This is a home run. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, the way I'm looking at this person, if I was going to be right next to this person, I would like to have that particular, I would have to like, I was going to be next to this person. Or if I just was going to be stepping up in my new, I'm upset because I know that they swapped this body out a long time ago and they holding, I can tell when they altered me, okay? When I look in the mirror in the morning or something like this. So if I was going to be stepping out, somebody knows that I'm pissed off that they're holding back that face. Okay, they know I'm irritated. Okay, somebody knows. Okay, all right. Somebody don't want to let you out the box or something just yet. Okay, I don't know what this is, y'all. I don't know what this is. Somebody knows I'm irritated. Okay, out. I told you somebody wants somebody to actually take a leap of faith or cross over or some weird shit like this. Okay, like you will not be able to like come back to your old life or something like that. Like I don't know. This is what somebody wants somebody to do. Like take a, I don't call it a leap of faith, but something. We got the Orion, Orion, the hunter of the sky. In ancient folklore, a shepherd of Anu, or the hunter, Aveda, Shin or Sheen, the three, okay? And then we got the hunter or Hapji, okay? Hapj, northwestern Mexico. We got Navajo. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying about the Navajo energy, y'all. Okay? The first slim one. So again, Navajo could have a version of you or me on their premises or in their something. Okay. It says, or that's what they're trying to portray. Um, and then we have, I just feel like this is because they're making splices to replace some of us that they feel bad or they feel they're getting judged because they stunted our growth or something. So they're trying to redo something here. It says Egypt, Osiris, god of death. The three pyramids of Giza may have represented the three stars of Osiris's belt. The Aboriginal Australia in Jopan or Japan, Jolpan or July and Pan or Jewel Pan, a canoe. Okay, so riding Moana riding her canoe. Okay, also Yapan. Okay, like somebody is trying to compare you to somebody that got footage of hours of creeping and watching you sneakily. And these people been doing studies and research with the top people and everything to come against one person that is probably was legally spiritually blind, or put to sleep most of their life. You look like a weak person to do that. You look, you should not have people. I would not trust my children with you. I would not trust anybody that needed assistance or something like this with you. um I would not. And whoever this is, they do like getting hurt. They like when somebody hurt them. They keep coming back. They bind themselves to people that beat them or hurt them or something like this. And I don't like a person like that, because you should care about yourself a little bit much more. But they will try to put the camera on you and show you, maybe fall asleep with your clothes on and walk around the house half day and then say, let me go ahead and get dressed now or something. And they're saying, oh, you can't care about yourself or something. No, you can't. What I just said right before I said that, that proves it right there. If you are somebody that's mentally, that's a mental illness here. Whoever this could be somebody that got the juice from you or your dad or both of y'all or something like this in youth, and this person has been scouring the land. Or this could be also somebody trying to be my segment, and I had to be sitting back with them binding on my leg being patah. You understand? But really, somebody swapped this shit. They was running with my, oh, oh, mm-hmm, a user or something like this. Yeah, I was about to say woman, okay, some woman, mm-hmm, and not giving you the credit, or somebody slipping in your suit and not giving you the credit or something like this. Or maybe somebody just didn't want you to worry about anything. Somebody is really funny like that. Somebody is topsy-turvy, or they have split personalities or something like this. Gemini. It's a Gemini. Hmm. We got Connecticut in reverse. And then we got Iris or Idris. Okay. Named after a Greek goddess. Things you, okay. It says of discord and things you know not of. Okay. Excuse me. So this could be representing somebody in this energy right now, okay? Methane ice. And like I said, somebody tried to drop me some notes in my music this morning, but this means that you already went in my message and try to manipulate this and already tell these people what you think this is, and you may be wrong about this. Anita Applebaum, you gotta put me on. It's something about a hippopotamus or something like this, okay? And then we have walk. Somebody got a lot of cookies on their pants or something. Somebody like cookies, okay? Let's see. So somebody could have been trying to tie you up, yakety yak, don't talk back, tying you up or something like this so you can't speak on the subject that was going on with a house. We got Apollo 11 here. Hold on one second, y'all.